So in the modern world, all end of yoga has become asana. And that's okay. That's what makes us inspired to start. That's what makes us take up a practice of yoga. But according to Patanjali, he wrote only 3 sutras on asana out of 196. And he says that an asana should be steady and comfortable. Sthira sukham asana. Now, he doesn't say anything about how many years you need to practice, how long time it takes you to make your asana steady and comfortable. But the kind of purpose of all the different yoga postures that we do is to cultivate a sense of comfort and ease within us. Now, sometimes we strive for perfection and we want to master something and we feel good and it's nice to push and it's nice to open. But that's kind of all side benefits. The real purpose, according to Patanjali, is that asana, physical posture, can have a positive benefit of the mind. When you learn to relax, when you learn to ease, when you kind of turn your awareness inward and explore something else behind the surface. And how to attain that, he says in the following sutra, Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. Prayatna Shaitilya, when you let go of some of the effort and the intensity that we normally put into a pose, sometimes to master it or just to manage it. We have learned to kind of stabilize it and can let go of all this intensity and effort and focus on something that he calls eternal, ananta. If we could then draw our awareness away from all the kind of physical bodily sensation and become more introspective to eternal principle within us. Somebody call it the self, somebody call it the luminous essence of the one being, somebody just call it the magic of life. But when you can use an asana, a physical posture, to fine-tune yourself to how aware you can become with that oneness and how you can expand the moment, then there's an element of yoga in the physical stretches that we do. And Patanjali says then the kind of goal of doing physical postures is tato dvandvana vigataha. When we succeed building comfort and stability, then tato dvandvana vigataha, then the kind of sense of dualism that rules our mind may disappear. So there becomes a oneness, a centeredness of being free from all the kind of chanchala, the movements of the mind. Free from all the ups and downs, high and low, good and bad, and various feeling stiff, feeling tight, feeling open, feeling loose, whatever it may be. And like that is the purpose of asana, to make us experience an effortless state of being within us that is free from all the intensity we kind of get involved with. Yes, things go up and down in life. Yes, we have good and bad days. But ultimately something remains the same in the midst of it all, just as the purity of witness. And the benefit of a good asana practice, that it can be a direct tool to investigate that, to kind of inquire into all the kind of murky stuff that lies on the surface of our consciousness and dig a little deeper and find a clarity of being where we feel one and centered and in tune with the one. And of course, there's much to say about the vinyasa practice in Ashtanga Yoga, the tradition I belong to. And the purpose of vinyasa is to have a kind of a special rule for how you execute the postures. To translate, the anvaya of vinyasa is Vishesha niyama aste iti vinyasaha. So Vishesha means a special rule. Vishesha means a special, something special. Niyama means like observation, a rule. And aste, that becomes asana, or asaha, is to sit. So it means a special rule for sitting. And the purpose of vinyasa is to kind of build a framework for you to explore the postures that you do within a context. If we have no vinyasa, if we have no proper entry and exit of the pose, things kind of becomes more murky. When you have a steady entry and you have a steady exit, it is easier to kind of hold the focus of awareness and kind of integrate that experience of the element which is in there in the physical practice if we approach it in the right way.